practice, but the law, and there is no requirement, so it is a council. I just want to correct you. I mean, or set the record straight.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for it, but that's the prerogative of the council.
No.
They can pick anybody they want to be deputy mayor.
I understand that.
And there's no prohibition against her voting for herself.
No, I understand that.
Then why do you announce Joe Torres as your deputy mayor every time you're on
a lot of times
TV?
when she's speaking, she's very disrespectful to you, being the mayor.
Oh,
And no, let me finish now. And very contradictory. And I'm not saying she's totally wrong, but when it comes to different things like a band and a bond and everything, I looked it up in the dictionary myself just to get the clarification on it.
People have differences of opinion.
No, I
She's
understand
totally
it.
wrong, but she does it in a respectful way. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
People have differences of opinion,
no,
and
I understand it,
they
but
come across that way.
But like you refer to the camera all the time, but there's a lot of people out there that might not be, I mean, they're taxpayers, but might not be properly well educated, and she's confusing them people. So I don't
She's
think
confusing
that
them
it's
people.
proper for her doing that. And then when you had brought up, and no disrespect to this city manager here and there, I think he's very good, and he's doing a very good job. But when you had brought up the subject of Joe Seymour working for $1, now she's always talking about money, saving money, this, that, and the other thing, trying to, play the game. When you're talking about $1, how much was Anthony getting paid for the year? Now, you got to figure 7 months of salary, and not only that, but the benefits of insurances and everything else for his medical. When you have a man that's retired who worked here before, and when I worked for the city, I had worked with him being scheduling in the fire department. He was very good. And you didn't get a whole bunch of people laid off either with like the past administration. I mean, you laid off a guy who was down in the parks, and he was making double his salary, bringing in tickets and everything else and doing other jobs. Why do you get rid of somebody like that that's bringing in twice his salary? I just don't understand it. And the other thing is that, she made a comment about me, okay?
What, that you're retarded?
The whole thing is, it's not only her, but a few other people. You don't realize this microphone picks up what you're talking about. And she leaned over to you, Mayor, and you can go back like 6 months. And she made a comment. I'm not going to say what it was, but it was not very respectful towards me.
I don't remember it, and you should. I prefer that you do that while she's here.
Well, she's not here, but that's not my fault.
All right.
Being a taxpayer, I'm saying what it is. I mean, there was other comments by other
People are gonna agree or disagree with political figures, public officials, left and right. As far as the guy with the ticket being laid off, I mean, there's a lot of those things that were done before I got here. We're gonna make a lot of changes next year. I can promise you that.
I understand.
Just stay tuned.
But I just wanted to say in favor of Joe Seymour, he was an excellent city manager. And I dealt with him, and he done very well for the city. And he also, when there was people between the unions and things like that, you would tell them, no, that's not possible. And things would be corrected. And I had also dealt with him. But
The answer to your question, the former city manager was paid a total compensation of $210,000 when you calculate the pension, health, and allowances that were given to him for driving driving to work. So
right.
That's in the past. We're going forward. We turn the page. We don't have we do what we can.
I understand it's in the past and you turn the page, but the fact is, what she said about it being a political thing, it's not a political thing. You're talking about money, because in your past committee of the whole, you were talking about different things, the bus, this, that, the other thing. what I'm saying. She makes a lot of comments and stuff, and to me, the total disrespect to you is terrible. For a person that's supposed to be well educated and has been in the service, and she's working for a big firm. I mean, you talk about the taxpayers and you talk about the city of Peekskill. Let's be a little bit respectful to them and to you and the other people. Thank you.
Boy, I can take it, but thank you for your sentiments. I've heard it from other people, but I can tell you nobody's being disrespectful today because my mother's sitting right there. And
I hope she's not carrying.
okay.
I hope she's not carrying. Really?
That's right. Anybody else?
Yeah, I know. It fit in my head. What's left of it?
Combed your hair today.
I tried anyway. You know, it does get a little wild because I don't put any lotion in it. And my girlfriend's a hairdresser, and I haven't let her cut my hair yet. But anyway, that's beside the point. Anyhow, the point I'm trying to bring up is basically I had a $35 monthly parking ticket. I mean, monthly